Have you ever been confused about which homesteading resources are reliable? Do you know what books are worth purchasing to get you started on your self-sufficient journey? Jessica over at Roots and Refuge Farm has challenged homestead content creators to recommend their favorite books so you can pick up the reliable ones. This is such a great idea. Even if you are not new to this lifestyle, you may find the next gem you need to add to your library. So I'll leave a link to the complete playlist in the description below. I have to say that choosing my favorite books is kind of like choosing my favorite grandchild. It's just not possible. But I narrowed it down to the 6 books that I turn to first when I have a question about gardening, canning, herbal medicine, and cooking from scratch. We've had the Rodale's all-new Encyclopedia of Organic Gardening since 1992, so it's not new anymore. But it is the first book we reach for if we have questions about the garden. In fact, this book never leaves the living room because we use it so often. Rodale's teaches almost anything about any fruit or vegetable you might want to grow in your garden and discusses the best practices for planting, growing, fertilizing, and harvesting. It also discusses problems that may arise with each crop and how to handle it organically. As I said, this book was published in 1992, so I was delighted to find it was still for sale on Amazon. I will leave a link so that you can get a copy. The second book that I would recommend for new and old gardeners alike is one that I got earlier this year. Companion Planting for Beginners by Brian Lowell is a wonderful reference to discover how to grow different plants together that benefit each other. I've been watching Brian Lowell's YouTube channel, Next Level Gardening, for years, so when I discovered he had written this book, I ordered it immediately. It has been so helpful. And he has researched the information well, so I know that when he says to plant basil among your tomatoes to keep the tomato worms at bay, it's not just an old wives' tale, but is backed by scientific research. I love to can, but I want to make sure that my home canned products are safe for my family. I have 2 books that I know I can depend on for reliable information. The USDA Guide to Home Canning has hundreds of safe and proven recipes for the home canner to use to preserve their harvest. The guide is free to download and print from the website below, or you can purchase a spiral-bound copy that is so handy to use in the kitchen. By the way, I would recommend that you spend the extra few dollars that it might cost you to get the spiral-bound books, especially cookbooks, as they can save you a lot of headache when your hands are messy and you have to fight with a stiff-spined book. My second go-to canning book is the Ball Complete Book of Home Preserving. This is another book that has delicious recipes in addition to instructions on safe canning, and I've used it for years. I've bookmarked my favorite recipes so I can find them easily. By the way, welcome to the old Mayfield place. I'm Snow the farmer's wife, and I teach you to be more self-sufficient in so many ways, such as growing your own food, using herbal medicine, and preserving food for long-term storage. I became interested in herbal medicine when I took a course in pharmacy school about medications that come from plants. That was 41 years ago, and I don't think they even offer pharmacognosy anymore, but I still love herbal medicine and have many books on the subject. This first book is one that is great for beginning herbalists, titled The Homegrown Herbalist by Dr. Patrick Jones. Dr. Jones is a veterinarian, a naturopath, and an herbalist who seems to be addicted to education, kind of like me. His book is perfect for the homesteader who is looking to treat minor injuries and ailments with natural medicines that you can grow in your own garden. The book will teach you not only what plants will work for what conditions, but the best way to make various herbal products such as oil infusions, tinctures, and poultices. He even included a section on how to use herbs in your animals, which is very helpful. The Materia Medica section has information on 27 herbs that you can grow or easily purchase to keep you and your family healthy. I love this book. Another great beginning herb book is Rosemary Gladstar's Medicinal Herbs, a beginner's guide. This book will also teach you to begin using medicinal herbs, easy herbs to grow in your garden, and how to make and use herbal remedies such as decoctions, syrups, and salves. She also includes a Materia Medica section with information on 33 common medicinal plants. Either one of these books would be great for you to get started on your herbal medicine journey. One of the best ways to become more self-sufficient is to learn to cook from scratch. I have many cookbooks that I have purchased over the years that sit on my shelf and gather dust because I am not going to make the elaborate recipes that require ingredients that I don't have in my pantry. The farmer and I like recipes that are easy to make with simple ingredients that can be made with fruits and vegetables we grow in our garden or can purchase easily from the one and only grocery store in our town. I've had these two cookbooks since the 1970s. They were both made by the church I grew up in, and I knew all of the ladies that contributed to these easy and delicious recipes. Of course, I can't tell you where you can get one of these because you can't. But you can purchase similar cookbooks from groups that put them together for fundraisers, and I've seen them in the Amish stores that I shop at near me. You might also look at garage sales or flea markets. These cookbooks are gold. Thank you for stopping by the old Mayfield place today. Stay healthy, get started on your journey to self-sufficiency, and have a blessed week.